In a significant legal development, a federal judge has put an immediate stop to President Donald Trump's plan to mobilize the Oregon National Guard for deployment in Portland. U.S. District Judge Karin Immergut issued a temporary restraining order on Saturday, which will remain in effect for at least 2 weeks. She stated that the justification provided by Trump for the federalization of the National Guard did not meet the stringent standards necessary to execute such a deployment without the governor's consent. While demonstrations have been occurring in Portland, the judge emphasized in her ruling that the nature of these protests has not been significantly violent or disruptive enough to warrant military involvement. Although these incidents are regrettable, they do not approach the level of unrest that would overwhelm regular local law enforcement capabilities, noted Immergut, who had been appointed by Trump to her position. This order pertains to approximately 200 National Guard members currently stationed and training along Oregon's coast. As anticipated, the Trump administration is likely to challenge this ruling in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which previously overturned a similar decision aimed at blocking troop deployments in Los Angeles during the summer months. In her decision, Judge Immergut highlighted that while Trump claimed to be sending National Guard troops to address turmoil in war-ravaged Portland for the protection of immigration facilities, her analysis found such claims to be detached from reality. This led her to suggest that he may have exceeded the boundaries of his constitutional authority. Furthermore, she expressed concerns that the actions taken by the Trump administration posed a threat to the delicate balance between civil rights and military authority. America has a rich historical context of opposing governmental overreach, particularly regarding military engagement in civilian matters, Immergut wrote. The essence of this tradition is a commitment to constitutional rather than martial law. Allowing the current arguments from the defendants could risk merging civil and military federal powers, which would be detrimental to our nation. Contrary to Trump's narrative, Immergut pointed out that the Portland protests have not escalated to a level that justifies the federalization of the National Guard. While the president typically receives significant deference in such matters, Immergut emphasized that this does not mean disregarding the actual conditions on the ground. She noted that Trump's own remarks about using federalized National Guard members indicated that his conclusions may lack legitimacy, stating, "This undermines the assertion that his decision was made in good faith." Ultimately, Immergut concluded that Trump's intention to federalize the National Guard overstepped the legal authority granted to him, infringing upon the sovereignty rights of the state of Oregon, as outlined in the 10th Amendment. In clear terms, the stakes in this case are considerable, and the repercussions of this court's ruling will be profound. As soon as federalized National Guard troops are deployed to Portland, Oregon will suffer an infringement on its state sovereignty, she articulated. The judge further explained that this case touches upon 3 fundamental principles of our constitutional democracy: the relationship between federal and state governments, the dynamics between the U.S. military and domestic law enforcement, and the judicial system's role. Our choice to adhere to what the Constitution dictates regarding these 3 interconnected relationships is central to understanding the rule of law in the United States, Immergut asserted. In response to the ruling, officials in Oregon expressed their approval. Governor Tina Kotek remarked, "Justice has been upheld and the truth has prevailed." During a subsequent news briefing, Attorney General Dan Rayfield, whose office had legally contested the deployment, stated the ruling should serve as a wake-up call for Trump. No president can fabricate facts or depend on social media commentary as a basis for deploying the military in our cities. Setting this precedent could be extremely perilous for our country, and today's decision disrupts what seems to be the president's attempt to normalize military presence in urban America. Portland Mayor Keith Wilson added that the ruling reflects the overreach of the federal government and reassured the public that local authorities are fully capable of ensuring safety. He emphasized that not only is there no need for federal troops, but that the desired number is 0. He also encouraged demonstrators to lower tensions and step back from the city's Immigration and Customs Enforcement Center, asserting, "Today is a victory. Peace prevails this day. Facts matter, and that is where our focus should lie." But here's where it gets controversial. Do we really want to see the military on our streets? Or should local law enforcement handle civil unrest? Should the president's power extend to such measures without state consent? These are pressing questions, and your thoughts might differ. Feel free to share your opinions in the comments below.